thank you for all the Kung Fu masters that let me interview them, and that I'm happy to hear that they're promoting their art instead of letting it die. I'm happy that they're sharing their art with the world. That's what art is for. I'm glad that they're promoting it because of love and passion for it. And I'm grateful for the interview that they have let me interview them, and I'm also grateful that they have watched my videos. And I'm grateful for that because I love the art and I love the beauty of it. Now, for Bruce Lee, most people forget. You know why Bruce Lee is in the mind of everybody else? Do you know why is Bruce Lee because he stand for something. He was a rebel. You know why? I don't know if people remember that he go against what the old Chinese Kung Fu masters. The Chinese Kung Fu master didn't want him to teach the Guailos or the Gaijin, and he still go against them. Remember, he was a rebel. Oftentimes, when I do the interviews, I want to respect the Kung Fu masters because one, I'm Asian and you must respect the elders. Two, you gotta listen. Even though sometimes you disagree, I do. When I do interviews, there are things that I do disagree on that we all can improve, and some people could disagree with me because I can improve too. But there are things that you can improve. And sometimes it's hard when I do interviews, and I knew that even if they say about not sharing the art online, and I was like, but you should do that, because if you don't do that, who will gonna do that? And it's sad to see that the Kung Fu masters gonna let it die, and I don't want to see that. That's terrible. It's like me, right? So I carry within myself a little bit of the art of the Han Fut system, right? Fut, Freddie Modern Kung Fu said it's Buddha, right? It is Buddha, but in my language, is fuck. No, it's not fuck, but it sounds like it though. It sounds like cursing, but it carries within the seed of Shaolin, right? Styles. The Han Fut system is based on the left hand style. You start with the left hand, and then, but it still embodies the art of the culture, the styles, the conditionings, the way that the art present. And I still carry it within me, not heavily like the Kung Fu masters, because they know more than me and they might kill me. Okay, don't kill me. I'm just expressing what my thought, that each and every just like what I'm doing in the spiritual law of attraction, metaphysical awakened people, that they can improve even though they disagree, because what you disagree with you can improve. If you agree with it, you don't improve. And then I think that all the karate, martial arts world, especially online, that they all can improve something. Like all the martial arts, not the fighting aspect. That's freaking ego. The only reason why there's a lot of negativity and argument and debate, because people have a lot of ego and they don't let it go. They think that they're right while the other person is wrong. It's the same thing that it's no matter what style, system, subject, law of attraction or spiritual, there will always be people who are thinking that they're right, but there will always be people who are better, smarter. But the thing is, people who are debating, who have a lot of tremendous ego, they're not humble, and they block information that has the potential to change their life, but they don't do it. And especially people who are debating, especially I think that when Bruce Lee pissed off the Chinese Kung Fu masters, the Chinese Kung Fu master could have learned from Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee, he knows something that the Chinese Kung Fu master don't know anything, right? And that's why oftentimes I'm afraid to speak my thoughts and opinion of when I interview Kung Fu master, because I know that they're proud, but it's also a form of respect too. I can't. It's so hard to not disrespect to the seafood, right? Because they're seafood, but the people would think of Bruce Lee as cocky or confidence. No, it's because he believed in something. That's why most people remember Bruce Lee, because he stand for something. I think that people, the moment that, and also I think that people don't understand the reason why people remember Bruce Lee, because he don't fit in. He's a misfit. He's willing to fight for what he thinks is right. I'm telling you. If you look the way most people don't understand, that's what caused a lot of things to happen, because he stands for something important. He stands for something that he thinks is right. And my stance is, what I think is that if you let your art die, you will be unhappy. You could have lived your... Like, if the Chinese Kung Fu master, if they let the art die, they will inside... Maybe they're humble or something, but inside they feel like they should have promoted. They felt happy when they promote with passion. Something that they love to do. Something that combined their art. I was thinking about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee lived his truth regardless of what Chinese Kung Fu master said. That's why people look up to him. Because he's disrupting the status quo within the martial arts community. Think about it. Or the Kung Fu community, for that matter, too. Or the Chinese Kung Fu style. He's changing something. That's why he remained flexible. Because he knows that his awareness, his thought patterns will always change. Because he's malleable. And I think... And he's not afraid to live his truth. And he always speaks his truth, his mind, his thoughts. That's why people look up to him. Because he disrupts them. He changed something within the world of martial arts. But not just the world of martial arts. He changed a lot of people's hearts and mind. Actually, he changed a lot of people in the world of Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen. Because all those movies, especially the Donnie Yen one, the Fist of Fury, it's the same thing as Bruce Lee one. The Human Connection or something? I can't remember. It was freaking Bruce Lee, and then Jet Li made Fist of Legend Shenzhen after Bruce Lee too, but he changed it. But they have their own style. But the way that Bruce Lee carried himself because he know himself. That's why he's able to be, because I think the reason why Bruce Lee was more creative. Yeah, I'm thinking that usually he want to experience different type of style. If that's why he molded his own, in my thinking anyway. But I remember, for me, Vietnamese people don't know a lot about Vietnamese people. Vietnamese people know a lot about, because Vietnamese people are intertwined with Chinese culture, and Vietnamese people know a lot about Wong Fei Hung, and they know a lot about the Chinese culture, because it's the same thing, like the mooncake, the everything. It's the same but different, but it's still the same, but different. So the Vietnamese culture, the Vietnamese people know Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. They know, of course, they know Wong Fei Hung, right? Like a lot of, in the hearts of Vietnamese people, Wong Fei Hung, like they know Wong Fei Hung, like they know. I'm telling you, that's all Vietnamese people. Like if you tell all the other, like if you talk to Vietnamese older folks, they know who is Wong Fei Hung. If you talk in the Vietnamese language, they know. Just say Wong Fei Hung, and so, oh, I know Wong Fei Hung. And so, and Donnie, Donnie Yen, what was it? Donnie Yen in the Iron Monkey, he played Wang Qiying, the father of Wang Feihong. Now I was pissed. I keep finding it, but I can't find it. Like, I think it's a VHS, and I couldn't find it. And I try to find back when I was a kid, very young. I remember there was either a movie or a TV show my family put on, and I saw it. And this person, he saved kids, and he was a hero. And what his name was? Wang Feihong. He saved people. So, and that's all the movie of all, like, with Jet Li, Wang Feihong. Let me see, I'm trying to think. But Wang Feihong, he carried himself very honorable. And I think they portray him, he's the owner of Po Chi Lim. And then he teach Hung Gar, right? But Bruce Lee, remember, Bruce Lee, he stand for something. So if you stand for something, nobody gonna knock you down. Because if you don't stand for something, what are you gonna stand for? That's why a lot of the masses or the average person, when they don't stand for something important, they get knocked down. Especially in the spiritual world or awakened people, law of attraction, they're looking for someone, but they're getting off with different their own other people belief, because I don't want them to suffer as I suffer for that spiritual or awakened people community. But thank you. I'm proud that this world, this martial art world or kung fu world is changing. And I'll see you guys next time.